What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Lenovo Legion Go S with SteamOS and the Z1 Extreme chipset gameplay video for you guys today. And today we're doing Ninja Gaiden 4. And I'm curious how it'll stack up versus the Windows machine. I think, like I said at the end of that video, I think it would be pretty amusing if this game ran better on SteamOS than it did on Windows, being as a Microsoft Windows game and all that shit. But hey, there's only one way to find out. We can hop on and see. I think it'll truthfully be about the same, if not maybe even slightly worse. A lot of the times, SteamOS does do worse. Sometimes it does do better. It all depends on the game. So why don't we stop blabbing and let's go find out, shall we? Well, alright, now we're gonna get a little bit of gameplay here, but man, did this game fight me. Unfortunately, anytime you leave the game, you have to reinstall the game, I found out. I thought it was something I was doing the whole time, but then towards the end, I did a bunch of different tests, and it all came back to, nope, it doesn't matter what you do, what settings you change, where you play, it will always make you reinstall the game. At least, from what I could tell. The only thing I didn't try was Protons, because I didn't know if this was, you know, Lenovo or not, and each one of those takes up a key. So real quick, I figured I'd just show you guys what it does real fast. Now, what I thought happened was me changing this fucked everything up. But no, that turned out to not be the case whatsoever. Even if when I turned that down, left it bone stock default, played in handheld mode, no matter what I did, I could not get this thing to stop doing what I'm about to show you. Other than reinstalling the whole game, which definitely gets annoying. I mean, I got pretty fast internet, but it still took about 10-ish minutes each time. 9-10 minutes. I think one time it just downloaded way slower and took 13 or 14 because it just didn't want to use my full speed of my Wi-Fi. And my Wi-Fi is not especially fast, so it's like 70, 80 megs. But yeah, see what I mean? All the graphics are now completely wonked out. Like, I can't even tell what's going on anymore. But yeah, see, I can't play like that. I mean, maybe if I did a bunch of acid, which I would never do in the first place. I just like my weed. Weed's great. Don't need alcohol, cigarettes, or any other drugs. Just give me a little weed, and that's all I need. Now I'm having a blast. And it helps my social anxiety, which is the main point. Either way, let's move on. Alright, anyway, at this point, I had thought that me changing that one setting to 1000p was what was fucking up, so here's 900p instead. Sorry I didn't do 16 by 10. But I did reinstall the game just to show you how it would run.
every single time that it like crashed and had to go, which was luckily only I think 4 times I had to reinstall it, but that's still almost like a half hour, 45 minutes of downloading. But hey, let's get some gameplay, shall we? Now we'll get a little 720p low, and then since I have to reinstall it anyway, I figured we'd also do Steam Deck settings at 800p, just so we could directly compare it to the Steam Deck. And I'll do it the same way as I did on the Steam Deck. Play it just with no dynamic resolution. Then we'll turn that on once we get to the camera recorded portion, and I had to basically go right to the camera record portion once I turned that on because it kept insta-freezing. It was very strange. Well, alright, so here's the settings for 800p. Luckily it let me get these, but anytime I'd go into the game, it would just instantly freeze. I went and go pack a bowl real quick once I launched it, came back and figured it froze while I was gone. But no, it pretty much probably instantly froze the second I turned my back to go pack that bowl. But still, I noticed once we got out of this capture computer, it did let me play. So that's at least good. So now here's exactly what it did to me. Like, I couldn't even hit record before it froze. But when I did Steam Deck settings, no matter what, it started doing this. But right before I gave up on even getting you guys footage, I was like, hey, wait a minute. There's that Hell Is Us game I tested that no matter what I did, it would always make Unreal Engine crash. No matter what, if I had it hooked up to the capture computer. The second I turned that off, I played for like, I think 18 to 22 minutes or something crazy like that. Not a single iota of a crash. But yeah, only thing we can do is exit the game, And then, unfortunately, it does that thing I was telling you about, which I believe I did. I went back and I showed you guys. It does that crap where it totally kills all the graphics and makes it totally like acid trip mode again. It's very annoying. Like when I saw the FPS for a second, I was like, oh, cool, maybe it's not going to do it. But then I'm like, oh, nope, if it limits itself to 30 here, I'm pretty sure it's going to do it every time, which sucks. Because it's not like the thing can't play the game well. It's just I don't think too many people are going to reinstall the game every single time. I'm hoping that once later on in I'm going to sit here and play with protons. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe a proton will stop it from doing this. But that's the last thing I can think of, other than reinstalling it, which, like I said, I don't think too many people really want to do that. Anyway, since this sucks, I want to take a quick hit. Whew. And now, we will continue on and just get some camera recorded gameplay instead. That way you at least get some gameplay. Well, alright. I figured, why don't we try playing it without hooked up to the capture computer? Because I remember playing a game, I think it was Hell Is Us, where when I had it hooked up to the capture computer, no matter what, it would constantly just crash over and over and over again. Maybe sometimes after 2 minutes, sometimes after 30 seconds. And it would always have an Unreal Engine crash. This one just keeps crashing the second I get into the game now. So, I mean, it probably still will now, but I just wanted to test that out. Had to go reinstall the thing again, which takes, you know, like 10 minutes or so each time. But it's pretty annoying. So this is my last shot. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to sit here and think either my machine here is broken, or I don't know how it got verified on this. And for all I know, maybe it would do the same thing on the Steam Decks. But let's see what it does. Everything's the exact same. Ah! Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was going down. Alright, so Berserk State. I still don't quite get this. So once it's full, I hit both of these. Okay. Alright. Okay. And when we're in that state, we should be able to use these two things. I mean, with that, I think. Yeah, no, I just get owned. And then when we get all done, I'm going to try to relaunch the game and make sure it doesn't just do that. I think it might have just been the capture computer the whole time. Alright, we need... I know there's an easier way to do this. Oh. Interesting. So, it's like I healed myself all the way up and then that guy shoots me. No, you're instantly dead. I don't care. I win. So yeah, that's kind of lame. Assassinating that one guy is easy. If I don't get rid of him, I pretty much die every time. So even with him gone though, I still lose, so... bit annoying. He needed to go. Damn it. I don't want to waste that. I want to save that until I'm like on a badass boss I'm stuck on, not these noobs. Because if I can't beat these guys, how am I supposed to beat a boss? I'm just going to retry from checkpoints so I can take out that one noob every time. But yeah, it seems to be running just fine now. I think this is another case where this thing just hates my capture computer. That's why I didn't want to just sit here and go, oh yeah, for sure, it's just the game, it's fucked up, it can't run on here, oh my god. Actually, hold on. We got some stuff from him. Can I afford any more moves from him? I think I'm pretty broke. That tells you how to do all of them, okay? Let's just learn a couple more. I will learn how to do that. Because that's one of the things, I'm basically not doing any of the moves. I feel like if I learn how to do all the moves, so we have to knock him into the air first. How do you do that? I don't know how to get him up in midair like that. I do it sometimes randomly, without meaning to, but I have no idea how to actually initiate it. Yeah. So that was a waste of money. I'll never be able to do that ever in a million years. Because I can't even knock people into midair, so can't put them in midair. We are never going to be able to use the skill that's all about midair. Yeah, no, not going to happen. Awesome. Way to not do what I wanted to do at all. No, I don't care. Fuck off. But that's when things kind of take me off a little bit. When it's like, hey, I did the thing the game told me to do, and it's like, no, you didn't. Now you have to fight all these guys, and you could have assassinated the one dude like you wanted. Oh, it's that guy again. Like, I should have just ran away and not came back up here. He basically let me kill him. No, he probably doesn't care because he knows I'll still lose to these guys. Yeah, look at that. They just pass me around like a fucking basketball. Oh, he got me. I'm dead. Lame. Well, whatever. I guess we'll just try again on the next system. I guess the rest of the gameplay is going to be trying to get past this part. Alright, before we get to the outro, I wanted to see something. I want to see if we can just go back and play, or if you have to re-download this game every single time you quit. Or if it's just because it was hooked up to my cache computer and that thing was just fucking with it and making it all be all weird. Nope. So yeah, every single time you go back to play, you have to re-download the thing. It's got nothing to do with my cache computer. I just wanted to make sure. But at least the crashing was due to that. But yeah, isn't that stupid? How did that get a thumbs up and like get to be verified? That's absolutely unheard of. That is trash. So no, this thing absolutely did not do anywhere near as good as the Allies, because the Allies did this no problem, no ifs, ands, or buts, and this thing couldn't handle it at all and crashes, and if you have a crash, you're re-downloading. You want to play later, you're re-downloading. At least it didn't crash and freeze and let us get some gameplay on the Steam Deck settings with all that shit. But what good is that if you have to re-download it every single time you want to play? So I consider that unplayable garbage. And it might even do it on the Steam Decks too. I almost want to go re-download it real quick just to see. That way I can just let people know before we actually end this video. It wouldn't take too long. It's like 10 minutes of downloading. Who cares? I might just go do that real quick. You know what? Alright, let's see what the Steam Deck does now. I already went in and launched it for the first time, went in. And I did notice when I'm not using my capture computer, HDR was working. So that's a nice touch. Let's see if it still works. Oh, nope, not this time. Oh, nope, there it goes. Cute. So I guess it just wasn't working because I had it hooked up to the capture computer. Sometimes that happens. Well, that's a little messed up, but I don't really care about their ads. Yeah, we got this far. So, yeah, I guess it's just a Lenovo thing. That's kind of a shame, but that's why I didn't want to just say it's a SteamOS thing. It's just, yeah, we're right back in the game. Not getting as much FPS, but hey, at least you can quit and go back and play the game. You know what I mean? But alright, now that I know that, now we'll go wrap up for real, I guess.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Ninja Gaiden 4 on this Lenovo Legion Go S with SteamOS and the Z1 Extreme chipset. And while it can play it well with the right settings, just like the Allies, unfortunately, as soon as you leave the game for the first time, you have to re-download it every time or you get messed up graphics. There's no way I've discovered to easily fix it other than that. I tried restarting Steam, that didn't fix it. I tried restarting the whole freaking Lenovo, that didn't work. Tried verifying the files, that didn't work. The only thing that worked for me was re-downloading the whole thing. And then the second you quit and go back in, you're screwed. Steam Deck doesn't do that. I tested. So it's not a SteamOS issue. It's gotta be a Lenovo issue. I don't know what's causing it. And it always could be mine's just messed up. I doubt it. I feel like probably lots of people are having the issues with this. So I would not consider it a verified game. Oh, it looked almost like it was lowering the screen brightness, like it was gonna shut off on me. Just cause it's so bright. Lights here make it look so much dimmer, I guess. But that's a shame. Like I said, it plays all right. But unfortunately, it doesn't do as good of a job as the Allies. I didn't see as good FPS, I don't think. I think it was getting a little bit worse. worse in some circumstances, or equal. It's hard to really tell, but no matter what, even if it got like 100 extra FPS, I wouldn't care if I had to re-download the game every time I quit. That would piss me off to no end. So that's a shame. So hopefully someone will let me know if they ever fix that, or I might just try and see if it gets fixed after a couple updates or something, because it'd be a shame if this was your only system and you were enjoying playing it. That would not be fun to have to just be like, all right, well, I guess I'll just uninstall it and then I'll have to re-download it while I'm at work or something. You know, that would be really lame. But anyway, that is all for this video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.